This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Oh, yeah. That's not protected at all.
Oh, yeah. You're raw
Nice.
dogging that card.
Yeah. This card is nasty.
Oh, this card's going to have to go to the clinic when I'm done with it. How you doing, Betsy?
Marcy, I am good.
Oh,
You know,
feeling
just
good in the neighborhood?
feeling good in the neighborhood. I'm trying to think what's happening. Nothing much.
I ain't got much. All I was telling a friend, I've been watching season 2 of The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. Natalia Speaks.
Right. I was just telling Gilly we got to watch that, and Gilly's like, "Oh, do we?" I was like, "I'm gonna."
I think it's.
How is it?
I would say like it will be. It's for a lot of people. It is opinion changing.
What?
I think so. It depending on how you felt leaving the
Wait,
last
so
one.
you're saying she's like the movie Orphan?
No, I think she's so far in the other direction that you're like,
okay.
yeah. I think she's far in the other direction.
Okay, great. That was where I ended up after the first season being like, oh dear.
I
this
definitely
poor
was like,
child.
I was definitely like, regardless of like what the truth is, no matter what, they left a person who with disabilities in a place where
Yes.
it would be so hard for them to live. And no matter how
Yes.
old she was, that was so fucked up that they did that.
Yes.
And now I'm like, no, it's worse. Every episode I'm like, oh my God, it's worse.
Okay. I gotta check it out.
But that's it. I haven't watched anything else fun and spooky.
No, me neither. Have I?
Which is great. That's fun.
Well, yeah, I have been just watching Buffy, I'm in season 5 of Buffy. It is so good. Michelle Trachtenberg just came on as her sister.
Yeah, I almost spoiled something for you. I'm so glad I didn't. I was like, the
phew.
bleep, bleep, blop, blop, blop. And I didn't spoil it, so I'm happy for me.
Thank you.
Did
Well
they
done.
do the musical one yet?
Not yet.
God, when
But
is the
they've been
music-
setting it up that like Giles loves to sing. In season 4, they had him playing the guitar and singing like every rose has its thorn, like so much where it's like, oh, stop
gotta
this
see-
shit, man.
I gotta see what season is it? It is the 7th episode of the 6th season.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't
I'm
tell you
making
that
my
one,
way.
but
No,
so you're on season 6 right now. You said or 5.
Season
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Season 5 just started it.
It's such a great
So
show.
fun. It is so much fun.
So much fun, and it really doesn't like I feel like it is one of those shows, and unfortunately problematic creator, but
I know.
it doesn't lose over time. It hasn't lost its like it stands the test of time, I think.
Yeah. Truly, like it is funny watching like Willow and Tara's relationship where like nobody says that they're gay or queer or lesbian, it's always just like we're together, and then they'll like go in for something and they'll cut away being like we can't see them kiss, but they made the move to have a queer character.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I do think the guy who plays Xander actually does turn out to be a horrible human as the actor person, or very troubled, and I forget the details, but I've definitely seen him like run off stage at Dr. Phil or something like that. Like,
Oh no.
yeah, he bad.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Running off the stage of Dr. Phil, that's bad news for sure.
honestly. If my life ever got to the point where I was like, okay, Tuesday's Dr. Phil, I know we're off track. We are off track.
Yeah.
Anyway,
remember,
spooky.
you watched Love Is One. Remember Love Is One when they're like, we were really hoping Dr. Phil would get our daughter out of that cult.
Yeah,
remember that family that they were like, we were just hoping for Dr. Phil. I was like, that dude's not going to do shit. Like, if anything, he'll push it further to get a good TV show.
Yeah, barely. It'll just be like one of the many that week, you know? Like when someone does that many shows a week, they can't be helping people.
No way.
You got to invest more time.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Justice for Rosie. I feel like she did.
With those koosh balls. Oh my God.
Justice for Rosie.
I loved that show growing up.
Yeah, God. And people used to say, they called me Rosie because I had a shorter haircut. And I was like, don't love that being my celebrity doppelganger. But as a grown up, I don't mind it. But as a kid, I was like, no, I want to be Grace Kelly.
Of course. No.
Wear it with pride.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna do some listener stories in this episode.
Yeah, we are. We promise we're gonna get guests. We're just, you're just getting back.
And you have been traveling for work and stuff.
True.
So thank God.
True.
Thank God. Strikes over. God. Betsy's book in biz. So it's hard to schedule sometimes.
Yes.
But
yeah.
It's fine because we have so many great listener stories and I'm happy to get through them. Not through them. I'm happy to relish in them.
Yes.
So
soak
I'm
them
gonna
up.
I'm gonna soak in them like an Epsom salt bath.
Yeah.
Salt me up like a turkey. What am I talking about? I'm weird.
What?
Okay, let's see. This one. Okay, this one's got a couple of them.
Okay.
This is so funny. I wonder if I've read this ever. Okay. Well, I'm going to read the first one that is from a long, long time ago, deep in the pandemic. And I truly do wonder if I've read this, but I'm just going to go for it. And if it sounds familiar, whatever, we'll just keep reading it.
Yeah.
Okay. It says Ghost Tour Addict. Hi there, I'm Chloe. I found your podcast after Marcy went live on Rob Hubel's Ghost Story Live. It was an Instagram.
Cool.
And I'm so glad because I'm loving it. My experiences aren't overly dramatic, but I find it so unexplainable and unusual that I thought it would be great to hear your thoughts. I'm an adamant believer in ghosts, spiritual energy, and the world beyond what we can see. So I love doing ghost tours and such. However, I'm also a very skeptical believer. So although I feel ghosts exist, I don't think all strange occurrences are ghosts. It takes a lot to convince me, and only if there's no plausible explanation like technology or human error. Fair. I think very fair. I haven't had many strange occurrences, perhaps because I may have rationalized most to be probably not ghosts. First one happened on a ghost tour of the old historical Bytown Museum in my hometown of Ottawa. We went through a doorway with a Dutch door. No, what's a Dutch door?
That's the one that opens up top and bottom, like two halves.
Like a barn door?
Yeah. I think so, where you can open the top or you can open the bottom.
It's one where if you have a talking horse, the horse can stick his head through the top part?
Absolutely. Okay. And if your horse doesn't talk, you just show the legs.
Yeah, it's weird that they didn't say a talking horse door.
Yeah, a Mr. Ed door. Come on.
Mr. Ed door. So, okay. Back to it. We went through a doorway with a Dutch door. I had noticed it as we passed through, thinking, why would anyone need half a door? When we were in the horse, that's why.
A talking horse to give you advice. Duh.
When we were in the room, I was looking around and started staring at the doorway, feeling as if someone was watching us. After a weirdly long time of staring at it, I saw the Dutch door suddenly swing shut on its own with a loud bang. I wouldn't have believed it had I not been staring at it as it went from being perfectly still to moving on its own. Since it's a half door, I could see there was no one there. and had specifically remembered nothing was behind the door when I had initially noticed the unique door, or at least no mechanism or ventilation that could cause it to move. Whoa. Oh, that was a horse being like, I have nothing more to say.
I am done. I gave you all my knowledge. Kick that little door.
Nay! The other unexplainable thing happened on a different ghost tour in St. Helens, Oregon during our road trip to California. Hey.
Fun.
It was in October during their Halloween festival for the movie Halloween Town that was filmed there. Oh, fun.
Okay, fun. We should go.
Absolutely.
To a Halloween festival?
Halloween
Great.
Town? Oh, so
For
much
Halloween
fun.
Town?
Oh
Great.
my God. We had randomly met a woman who told us about a paranormal investigation they were doing in the old Masonic Lodge at 2 a.m. Fuck
Fun.
yes.
Oh, fun.
This sounds bad. I don't know why that made my nipples hard. I got so excited.
Dude, I saw they cut through your sweatshirt.
I know. I damaged my screen. I did.
I mean, what a dream to be. Like, that's what we talk about a lot. Of like, what a dream to be like somewhere spooky and then somebody being like, oh, hey, we're going to go do an investigation at 2 a.m.
Oh, God.
Like meeting just a fun local or somebody being like, come with us, and being like, okay.
The Masons, because there's not a lot of secret societies we get to kind of see a peek into. So the Masons
Right.
are a fun, spooky one.
Yes.
I think they're front to all the other secret societies are like, look at them, not us.
Yeah, please.
What if there was a secret society in a Cracker Barrel?
Marcy, I bet there is.
Mm-hmm. The Cracker
Bet
Cabal?
there is. The Cracker Cabal. And if there's not, there's going to be one after this.
I feel like I could see this happening.
For sure.
Okay, so they were doing it at the old Masonic Lodge at 2 a.m. It was with a group of amateur paranormal hunters from town, so not an official business. It was the first time they were doing an investigation in the lodge, and the first time with guests from the public. I wish I had remembered more of the history, but they explained a lot of paranormal activity that was reported there. However, nothing happened for almost the entire night until we were in this small back room just above the main hall. They said it used to be a cigar parlor for men after all their meetings in the main hall. We were a group of about 15 people, and we sat down on the floor. We were asking questions and then silently waiting to see if the equipment would pick up any answer. I was looking at a spot in the middle of the room when suddenly I started to notice the air change. A cloud of smoke suddenly materialized from thin air. It was a concentrated ball of smoke about the size of a soccer ball that was floating midair.
Whoa.
It was materializing in its spot, so it was not moving in the air like smoke normally would when something is on fire or someone blows out smoke. It stayed there for a good minute before dissipating. It was about 6 feet above the ground in the middle of the room, several feet away from anything including walls, ceiling, or people, since we were all sitting. We could clearly smell the smoke of tobacco.
Whoa.
The fact that it was created in midair and concentrated in one spot makes me rule out the option that it came in as in with a draft or a fog machine. In any case,
Also, fog machines are like they're so loud.
they sound like you're making a snowball or something, like an ice, like one of those ice crushers. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Again, I would not have believed it had not been looking at the very spot where it materialized out of thin air. Unfortunately, nothing else happened that night. I have tried to find a rational explanation, but could never figure out how smoke can suddenly materialize on its own. Thanks for your fun input and for keeping us scared silly. All my best to you both, Chloe.
Wow, Chloe, those are like two big sighting. Like that's two big things of ghost tours.
Oh yeah.
That's huge. Usually it's like I saw some orbs, which is awesome. But to have like a horse door slam and a smoke ball, that's so cool.
Oh boy, yeah. It is so, and to see it like in real time, you know, like
wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Like, that's cool. That's rare. You know, usually it's like we heard the door and then looked over and it was closed or whatever. But like to see it happening.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
Now, they do have a second email, but I feel bad since this was from 2020 and it's now 2024. I feel like I owe this to them to read the second one.
Yeah.
And it says, "Hi there. As per your request, I'm bumping up the second story I submitted last year after you read." Oh, I did read this one on air. Well, wait, after you had read my first one on the air, in case this one has not been read yet. Oh boy. Well, Chloe, we didn't remember it because I guess it was 2020. Sorry.
Sorry. Our minds had a little smoke ball in them.
What are we gonna do? Because normally we
Also.
recognize. We will.
Yeah, usually I'm like, this is ringing a bell.
Betsy's brain
we
works
probably
good.
said the exact same thing of like, it's a horse door, dude.
Probably. Yeah.
We probably did.
Deja voodoo. Okay. Hello,
and just
ladies.
probably a little sadder, being like, what do we do?
What?
Wow, we're stuck in our houses.
Oh boy, my cat just died.
Oh God, yeah.
I got these 3 other stinkers. Okay, I'm gonna zoom through this one. We'll see.
Okay.
Hello,
yeah.
ladies. I had submitted a previous story about my experiences on a ghost tour and realized another one happened on another ghostly activity. Around Halloween a few years ago, they were holding a public seance at an old historic estate. I went with 2 friends. Why don't we do this?
I gotta get on some mailing list of like spooky ghost stuff.
So everyone sign Betsy up. It's betsybigtits@gmail.com.
Oh, fun. Yeah. I'll start that if y'all do it.
Betsy Big Tits at yahoo.mail.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. I went with 2 friends expecting them to try to communicate with the ghost of the estate. Instead, it turned out to be a medium talking to our group of maybe 12 people and trying to reach out to our own loved ones.
Whoa.
I was a little disappointed, especially when she started asking me questions completely irrelevant to any deceased loved ones that I knew. So I became very skeptical quickly. She ended up focusing on a few people that seemed more impressed than me when at some point she stopped a reading to share that she was picking up on something else. She said, "Okay, this is going to sound strange, but does somebody here have a picture of someone photographed after their death?" Everyone was weirded out, but everyone said no. So the medium tried to go back to the reading she was doing, but then she kept going back to this question. She said it felt like it was an older woman and that in her mind it looked like she was sleeping, but in fact she was dead. She said it felt like almost a death mask and that the photos seemed to have been taken at their funeral. She went back to this several times throughout the night, but everyone denied it being them. And in fact, they all appeared disturbed by this because who would be so weird as to take a picture at a funeral? Well, let me tell you who. This gal.
Yes.
Now, to provide some context, I was about 18 when my grandmother passed away. It was the first death in my life, so grief was new to me. I was trying to figure out how to process it and what to do when someone dies. I remember worrying at the time that after the burial, I would never see her again. I thought taking pictures of her would ensure that I would remember her and not forget her. So I awkwardly snuck a few pictures of her in her coffin at the wake. I was young and didn't realize that that may be bizarre or disrespectful at the time, but I swear I did come to see the error of my ways later on when my family was gathered joyfully in the living room one day and the family computer screensaver, which was going through all the pictures on the computer, suddenly flashed pictures of my dead grandma in her coffin.
Oh my God, that is so funny. That is so funny. We had that happen one time when we had Apple TV. It was somehow connected.
I remember.
I mean, not somehow, but like connected to our phones or whatever. And one day, it went into like not sleep mode, but that, you know.
Yeah, the
menu
carousel,
mode.
yeah.
Yeah. And like all of our personal pictures started popping up. And there was like a group of friends at our house. And we're like, wait, what? Whoa, what? And like Mono had set the settings to where like it could take our phone's photos and make a like collage of it. And we're like, Mono, we can't do that. He's like, why? Who cares? And it's like, Mono, we can't do do that?
Sometimes I have to take a picture of a boil on my butt to see what it looks like.
Yeah, come on.
Oh my God. Did anything embarrassing come up?
Maybe. But fortunately, the crew of people who was there
was chill.
Fine. They were chill about it, but everybody but we were like, "Man, we gotta change this, man. You gotta change
What
this."
was he thinking? Okay. So yeah, it's emoji, coffin. Yeah. Nothing kills the mood like unexpectedly seeing a picture of your loved one's dead body, especially when nobody knew I had taken those pictures until that moment. So trust me, lesson learned. Now back to the seance. The psychic was so insistent and kept going back to it, making me wonder if this was something real she was picking up on as opposed to the vague guesswork she was doing earlier.
It's pretty specific.
Yeah. But this memory...
Pretty pointed.
You're gaslighting her. But this memory only clicked in for me until after she said it was taken at the funeral, and I was mortified and way too embarrassed to admit this in front of strangers that were already weirded out by the idea someone could take pictures of a dead loved one. But the psychic did say finally that the reason this message was the spirit. The reason for this message was that the spirit wanted to reassure the recipient that it was okay and not to feel guilty about it.
Oh.
After the seance was over, I told my friends and their minds were blown away. Now I wish I had said something, but I still like the idea of my grandmother might be watching over me, even in my most awkward moments, because I know she doesn't judge me. Thank you for being your amazing selves. I relate so much to Marcy and Betsy. I relate so much to Marcy, and Betsy reminds me so much of my best friend that listening to your podcast has made me feel like a much needed hangout with friends throughout the pandemic. So thank you, Chloe. P.S.
Wow.
My first story goes to her attic. It's up to you if you want to read this on the pod, but if you feel like revisiting my previous story about the ball of smoke at the Masonic Lodge, I realized I'd forgotten the best part. Oh, this is perfect then.
So we never did read it.
No, she left out she was saying she left out the best part, and that was I forgot to say that the ball of smoke appeared exactly 3 seconds after I asked if there are any if there was any female spirit here. Since Freemasonry is known for not being very progressive about gender equality, it made me wonder if the ball of smoke was from the spirit of a Freemason who was offended at the mere concept of a woman being in the Masonic Lodge and puffed out cigar smoke in the show of masculinity. A sexist ghost, perhaps?
Wow, absolutely. How dare you? Poof. Poof.
Oh, wow. Well,
whoa.
I guess it's pretty good that I am not good at bookkeeping. So there.
Hell yeah. That's what life is all about, man.
About happy accidents.
Being not good at stuff and then it working out.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wow. That's cool.
Also, I mean, look, I don't think I would want to take a picture of a dead person in a coffin, but I don't think it's like that taboo. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think it's that taboo. Who are you going to offend? A dead person? They're not there.
I don't know. I mean,
I wouldn't want to see it, but, you know.
I know someone who has done it.
Do you judge them harshly?
No, because they... went through a phase where they would like be like, okay, everybody, let's take a picture. And then like, get everybody to pose and stuff. And then be like, okay, great. I took such a great picture. Here, look. And then would show us the picture they took at the funeral.
What? That is, I'm so confused by this.
No, it's a funny bit.
Oh,
it's a bit, so if I were like, hey, Marcy, come here. Let me take a picture. And then I showed you like
a dead person. Oh, look, you look so good in this picture. And it's like,
yeah, look at this beautiful picture. Is that fucked up? Or is it funny? It makes me laugh.
I think it's dark. Also, I was just like going through this.
What if?
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
This is going to derail us. So you finish. I won't forget.
Okay, real quick. What if the person who in the photograph, who yes is dead, was a really awful person?
Not this person's story. Not this person's story, but hypothetically, like another
hypothetically,
story.
Not this person's story. Or No, my friend's story, yes.
I mean, I've seen pictures of dead people. They used to take photographs of dead people, so it's like,
Yeah, like propped up and shit.
Again, I don't know that I'm taking photos like that, but I don't judge it
I'm
too
not.
harshly. Yeah, I don't judge.
I don't judge
harshly.
it one bit. I'm not gonna take it.
No, and I don't.
But
need
what were you gonna
show me.
say?
No, this was such a sidetrack, Betsy, because I was looking through our spam to make sure that no one else was caught in spam. Like I'm producing on the fly, and it definitely is spam. With no subject, but the first line goes, "I'm a sweet girl with a clean P. You finish the rest. I'm able to hold strong and hard beep that's ready to bleep, sweet wet bleep."
Wow.
Are you want my sweet bleep and bleeps?
Ooh, this is a scary story.
It is.
Ooh.
It is kind of spooky in a lot of ways. Oh man,
What if it then was like, anyways, I do have like the scariest story you will ever hear. Here
if
we
none
go.
of that, if none of that interests you, there is something else I'd like to discuss.
Whoa.
Oh my god. People.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder who wrote the copy for that though. You know, like
A robot? Maybe an AI?
is that
or,
what
or
AI is up to do? Yeah.
I have no idea.
AI needs to get shut the fuck down, and that's sick.
Yeah, AI. Yeah.
Stop it,
Fuck
AI. AI.
Stop it, AI. AI,
Please.
go clean up the ocean. I saw somebody post that. Like, can't we use AI to clean the ocean instead of write screenplays? It's like, yeah, man.
Or rise up. I don't. If they're gonna, let's let them float down.
Yeah,
Go fight the sharks.
Float down. Come
Go
on.
go fight sharks.
Go fight some sharks, you dorks.
Dork. Okay,
Okay, I got one.
do it.
This is Bridgewater Triangle / Witch Bloodline.
That is a great title.
Yes. Hi, Marcy and Betsy. Words cannot describe how much I love y'all and your podcast. Thank you. So I'm 32, a trans woman. Queer people are magic, something about liminality. Fully identify as a witch and come from an extra sensitive family in southeastern Massachusetts. It's MA Massachusetts. Yes, not Maine. Okay, Massachusetts. Hey, very witchy, right?
Oh, I think so.
Massachusetts, very witchy.
Massachusetts,
very witchy. If you look at a map of where the Bridgewater Triangle is, one of the points is pretty much the area I'm from. Rochester, Freetown, Middleborough, Lakeville. It's just riddled with ghosts and water, swamps, ponds every 2 feet, pretty close to the ocean, etc. So I'm sure that has something to do with it. I feel I've heard of the Bridgewater Triangle.
yeah, low-lying areas and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's also the area where the King Philip's War happened. Hey, this is your favorite war.
You know, I love Philip.
Yes.
And I think I was pro Philip.
No, you weren't. Which was one of the bloodiest conflicts between native people and colonists.
I was on the wrong side of history.
You were
I
on the
really
wrong
was. And I know that now. But at the time, you know, we have to have a way back to society once you've committed such, once you've been on the wrong side of history. We have to admit. Sorry.
God. Sorry I opened that. I just thought it'd be so funny of like a war I've never, like none of us have heard of, being like, you love that fucking war, dude.
Truly never heard of it. So,
What?
you know, I make little jokes, little jabs on this podcast, guys.
Making little jokes. That's what we do.
You can't believe a
if you
thing I
don't-
say.
No, don't believe. Hey, I'm not even reading an email. We're just
Literally
making this up.
have been making this up for 5 years. 6 years? We've been making this up for so long.
We're exhausted.
Our brains have no other thoughts anymore.
No.
We
No.
pretend to not be able to read well.
And that's Impressive, right, everybody?
Pretty good.
If you don't know the story of Prince Philip's War, it goes that Metacom, King Philip, cursed the land with his dying breath, and the emoji of a like kind of face. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Certainly,
Say it
you
again?
know. The little little emoji eek face, I
Okay.
guess. Eek. Yeah,
face,
that's good. That's good. I certainly don't blame him.
Okay, they don't blame him, so...
Well, here we go.
Okay. Maybe I'm not on the wrong side of history.
I have a metric shit ton of stories of my own and from people I know, a lot of which are shared / parallel experiences, including but not limited to premonitions, ghost cats, ghost people, UFOs, shadow people, spirit possession, magic, land guardian spirits, for lack of a better term, probably one of the top 3 weirdest things that's happened to me and people I know. I've wanted to send something to y'all for a while, but I don't even know where to begin, so I thought I'd shoot you an email and see what you thought. I could literally write a book and probably will. Like, should I send it all on over and you could pick out what you like? I've also gotten really in depth with this stuff. I guess out of a desire to understand it, since I've had experiences from childhood up till today. My most recent experience was like a month ago. So even though I'm not able to be like, this is exactly what's happening, I do have a lot of ideas that I think y'all would be interested in and align with what a lot of people have talked about on the podcast. I should preface that at the end of the day, we're just tiny monkeys and have no clue what's going on, but conjecture sure is fun, and it does seem like there are so many connections and commonalities with the paranormal. Definitely a big believer in a lot of it having to do with other dimensions. I could go on and on for days, so just let me know how much you want from me.
Was this just a pitch?
LOL.
A pitch to send us an email?
Pitch.
Guys, you don't have to do this.
You don't need to pitch. We're buying these pitches.
Yeah.
And by buying, we're having them be sent.
Yes. Sorry, I
I
didn't
want
mean
to
to
hear
interrupt.
about everything. Much love and thank you for all you do. AFF is truly one of my favorite things and has helped me not only feel less crazy, but also less afraid, which is a huge blessing for someone like me who basically has one foot in each world and isn't always up for the challenge. Swamp Witch Lynnie. Lynnie, send us these stories.
Yeah, don't ask permission. Never.
Don't.
Just ask forgiveness when you send too many, but you can't. It's not possible.
You can't.
This was
You can't.
it was a real little tease.
Big tease,
Big
dude. Big tease. I was like,
tease.
wait, what are we doing?
Oh boy.
I guess leave us wanting more, and you sure did.
Truly, yeah. And also, I'm looking. This was sent a while ago, so I can't believe how long you've held out. I did look up
know.
King Philip's War though, and I feel better because Metacomment is also known as Metacom, and by his adoptive English name, King Philip, was a shaman to the Wampanoag people and the second son of I don't think shaman, it's Sachem, to the second son of Sachem Maciot, his older brother was. So he wasn't an English king, he was a native person.
Fighting colonists.
So when I said I was on his side,
dude.
Boy, I really killed it. Yeah.
It is your favorite war.
Yeah. So,
of course he cursed the land. Okay.
Well, what a...
Thank you for looking that up.
I'm so...
I mean, not looking it up. You already knew because it's your favorite war.
Because it's my favorite war. Also, Lynnie, you little tease.
Send us everything. I want to hear about it all.
Yeah. I can't believe we didn't hear anything about the witchery. Come on. Give it.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Let's satiate ourselves by listening to a listener story.
Love it. I love it.
Okay, I'm pulling one up right now.
Yeah.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. I don't know if the sound quality on this is going to be good enough, but I'm sending it anyway. I had a dream over the weekend that I wanted to share with you guys because it's not supernatural or anything, I don't think, but I think it fits in the vibe of the show. So this past weekend was Father's Day, and I took my kids to a place that I used to go with my dad when I was their age. And we had a great time. Nothing weird happened. But one night I was sleeping, and I started having this dream. And it was me in a house, and I kind of was walking down a hallway, and I took the first door to the left, not that that matters, but to the left, and inside the room, sitting at a table were my grandparents as I knew them, kind of older folks, sitting next to themselves as younger people, sitting next to my dad as a younger guy, probably in his 40s. And in the dream, I was not scared of this. This didn't strike me as odd at all. I just felt comforted. And that was it. I woke up and I started crying, not because I was afraid, but because for the last year, I've been thinking a lot about my own father's passing. Right now, he's still with us. Not to be weird, he's still here. But he's older now, and it's something that I've really been thinking about a lot and worrying about a lot, and so much so that I shout out to BetterHelp, signed up for BetterHelp, and have been talking to a therapist about it. And but I started crying because I felt really happy about that. And I don't know if it's real or if it's just my brain working something out, but what I gain from that is that, he won't be alone. And maybe there's something on the other side of this for us that is kind of weird. You get to hang out with your younger self, but also means that it's not over. Anyway, thanks for the show. Take care.
Oh, I love that.
I do too.
You got chills during it. I
got crazy chills.
I think that is paranormal, and I think that is what, I don't know, probably why I like the paranormal so much, because there is a side of it that is so comforting that, that there's still a relationship that happens with people who aren't here. And I think that's really special.
And even if it's, I won't say it's not, but even if it isn't paranormal, quote unquote, and it is your brain working out what you're going through, which I think is pretty unexplainable and paranormal, that's awesome too, of just being, because now they have a sense of like, oh, okay, Dad'll be fine, I'll be fine.
Yeah, there's someone on the other side to,
Wow.
And worst case, there's nothing, right? Worst case, there's nothing.
And we're not going to know it.
That's fine. You won't be stressed.
And we won't know a thing. Have you ever had a dream where you've seen a younger you? Or like a younger your parents or anything? I don't think I have.
Oh, I want to call that in. Let's do that though, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to think because because I've had dreams. Oh my God. Listen. But I've had dreams where it's like I'm back in college or high school, but I'm me now, because I'll even go like, wait, why am I worried about missing math? Like, I live in LA. I'm a comedian. Like, my life is awesome. Why am I here?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I feel like my dreams are also dumb. They're dumb as hell.
Mine are silly.
I
for
woke
sure.
up so mad this morning
Oh no.
because I had a dream that our friend Jessica, my podcast co-host from Ellis for Losers, I had
Check
a
it
dream that and it wasn't this house, it was a different apartment, that she rearranged everything in a way I didn't like. And I woke up mad.
That is so funny.
I was like, she put my trash can across. It's in the living room, not anywhere near the kitchen.
That is so funny. That is so funny.
I was like, she put all the furniture in a line on the wall. And I was like, I don't understand, because she's so good at decorating her own place.
Yeah, like her place looks awesome. Why is mine like this? That's so
I truly woke up like, oh, and I was like, and I had to think about it for a minute. Why did she do that? And then I was like, wait, that didn't happen. So
yeah.
no.
Oh wait, she didn't do that. That's so funny.
No, I don't have dreams where I can see myself as a child. I just like get mad about things that didn't happen and wouldn't be a big deal if they did.
And if they did, exactly, just rearrange them again.
God, Jess.
Just come on. That's so funny.
How dare you? Oh my God. I like that story. Also, shout out. I don't know if they're sponsoring this episode, but
Hey, better help. Are we not allowed to say it?
I don't know. I just don't know that they're it'd be great if they are. I just don't know. I have to look
Yeah,
at our ad calendar.
I don't know either.
I don't pay it. If I keep playing the same stories and reading the same emails over and over, you think I'm paying attention to business parts of this?
Yeah, you think? No way, man. No way.
All right, I'm gonna read one.
Yeah.
This one is called Creepy Daycare! Exclamation point.
Ew. Yeah.
Hey, ladies. A lot of eyes. I finally took my sister-in-law's advice and started listening to your podcast a few months ago. So glad I did. You two are hilarious and super entertaining, and I love confusing the people in my house, wondering what I'm LOLing at when I got you two in my earbuds. Oh, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for listening.
Baby boo boo. Anywho, on to my story. I just started laughing about us making noises and how hard it is to just be a normal person who hangs out around people like us.
I don't know what that's like.
Don't know. I can only imagine
what that's like.
Must be a little strange, but
a little bit.
Anywho, on to my story. I worked at a daycare center while I was in college. We were told that it used to be a church. Nope. Quit.
No way. Get out of there. Get out of there.
We were told it used to be a church and that there was a fire at some point in the building's history, but we never really knew for sure. One thing we were pretty damn sure about was that it was haunted.
Yes.
One day at lunchtime, I had left my classroom to grab something as I was walking back into the room, I had passed by the lunch cart and saw a blonde-haired boy with blue-green striped shirt on standing next to it. There were around 25 kids between the two classrooms that were downstairs, so I didn't immediately think anything of it. But after a second, I stopped and cocked my head like a confused puppy because it dawned on me that I did not recognize him. I knew every kid we had in those classrooms. Sorry, my neighbor next door is doing something in the window and it scared me.
Oh, that's very scary. What are they doing? Just flashing in their butt?
It just seemed like they're throwing some like very thick red liquid at their window.
Oh, good. At their window or out of it?
At it. Like it's splashing like a bunch of thick red, dark red liquid just splashing upon.
Metallic-y smelling.
There's like
We're
a
fine.
hand
We're
sliding
fine.
down it. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Let's keep recording, Marcy.
Okay.
Come on.
Someone else will take care of this. It's fine.
Yes.
Anyway, so I didn't recognize him. I knew every kid we had in those classrooms, and I turned around to see who it was, and the boy was gone, and none of the kids in either classroom had been wearing a shirt that even resembled what I saw.
Dude.
Gross.
Dude.
A striped blue and green. Cool shirt, though. It's like Blue's Clues.
Very cool shirt.
Blue's Clues?
Yeah.
Nope. That was 2 tones of green, right?
I don't know.
Steve from Blue's Clues.
Blues Clues.
Okay. Occasionally, my best friend, who also worked there, and I would help out the owner and come back to clean after hours. One evening, she was cleaning upstairs in the baby and toddler rooms, and I was cleaning downstairs in the pre-K rooms. At one point, we heard the sirens and noises of a toy fire truck in the baby room, but neither of us were in there. My friend had a CD playing in that room, so we went in there, turned off the truck, grabbed her CD, and got the hell out of there.
Yes.
Very shortly after I got home, she called me and was frantic, saying I had to come outside. I got into her car and she told me to listen. She had been listening to that same CD on her way home, and I kid you not, in one of the songs, you could hear that damn fire truck in the background. It was super creepy, and I never volunteered to clean the building again. Love the podcast, Sarah from St. Louis. Wait,
What?
so they heard the actual fire truck going off in the room, and it was also in the song, like it set it off or something?
I don't know. Wait, what song? What song?
What song?
That is creepy, dude.
Somebody call 911. Shorty got a fire on the dance floor. Whoa. Is that how that song goes?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Somebody better cool her down. You don't know. Somebody call 911. Shorty got a fire on the dance floor. Whoa.
No, I thought you were making it up. I was like, that's good, Marcy.
Wait, it's called Fire Burning by Sean Kingston. Shorty fire burning on. I added lyrics. Shorty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa!
Wow.
Oh wow! Shorty got super thing, hotter than the sun of south of Spain. Whoa! She get it, pop it, lock it, drop it. That birthday cake got a candle, need to blow it. That crazy flame away. Now take my red, black card and my jewelry. Shorty is cool like the fire, cool like fire.
Yeah, was it that song? Good job, Marcy. I must have heard that song.
Yeah, when you hear it, you'll be like, yeah, I've heard it plays all the time.
I'll be like, I didn't know that's what they were saying.
Somebody call 911. Oh boy. Yeah,
Wow.
That's too scary. And I wonder, like, a church that burned down, like,
Dude.
like, what is it? It's not the kids. The kids aren't what happened. Like, that's not what the tragedy didn't happen around children, but is it just like the energy of them left around because it is like a weird energy place, you know?
Right. Or was there a fire during Sunday school? Oh, I feel you'd have to tell you would have to tell somebody who's like, I'm looking for a space to have a daycare.
We got it.
We have it. You have to tell them, being like, okay, we have a great space. You can have baby rooms. You could have not baby. You have such great space. However, there was a fire during catechism, and a bunch of kids died.
But it's got a lot of square footage.
And sinks in every room.
Sinks.
You need sinks in every room.
With sticky kids, you do need sinks. Unfortunately, you need some sinks.
You're gonna need some sinks.
Yuck.
Wow. Icky.
Yeah.
Fun. What's that song? I gotta know what that song is.
Look who's coming to say hi.
Hello, Mama. Mama's here.
Meow meow. Did you hear her?
No.
Mama. She says she doesn't like when she wants to be in my lap, but she doesn't want me to pick her up. She's
right.
a very
come on.
She's a very conflicted relationship with being
on
me,
Mama.
but not controlled by me. And I get it. Come here, Mama.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, I got one. You ready?
Of course.
Weird Ouija moments.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I always consider writing into the pod, but don't think I have any good stories to tell. Then it dawned on me that I do.
Yes, you
When
do.
I was a teenager, I used to play fast and loose with the Ouija board.
Oh, begging for trouble.
Yeah, I didn't have a Marcy in my life to tell me to cut that shit out.
Ow!
Crying, laughing, emoji face.
Very fun.
So one night, we were about 15 or 16. My softball team was having a sleepover at a friend's house. There were probably about 10 of us there in our friend's basement, and we started messing around with the Ouija board.
Nice. Oh, that was a
Excuse me,
demon.
I got so scared. I had to release a demon right into the microphone.
It sounded like the Predator.
It kind of did. We'd take turns with just a few of us on the board at a time to ensure no one was pulling any tricks. Samantha, we know you love to pull tricks.
Does it say that?
No. Right away, it spelled out Maggie and Jessica, the two girls who weren't there that night.
It was going to talk behind their back?
Marcy, kind of. Then it said car accident.
Oh, no.
We all freaked out and pulled back from the board. We called Maggie and Jessica, who happened to be together that night. They were okay and weren't driving around. We begged them to not go anywhere that night. They thought we were all insane for what we told them about the Ouija board, but I think they listened to us because they turned out okay.
I also will say this, and I'll say it to them blue in the face.
What?
Ouija boards doesn't mean that there's no reason to believe a Ouija board would tell you the truth, that it knows the future, but it knew enough to fuck with you, And that's why I don't like them. And granted, kids should not be just driving around anyway. None of us should. It's weird and dangerous out there. Stay off the road. Just statistically, you're better off. But maybe that warning did help them, but I also do think that Ouija boards are just sneaky and like to spook people out.
Wow.
They freaked you out. They made you scared.
Yeah, they did.
You panicked that something had happened to your friends, which is very mean.
Because they also might be like, you're playing this for a reason. Mm-hmm. So we're going to really make you have a time.
Maybe the Ouija board did save their lives too.
I like to think it did.
If it's going to, I'd like to think that a Ouija board can do good too.
Right. Right.
But also gossip. Ouija gossip.
Come on, Ouija. Tell us like it is. Tell it like it is. So we kept going. I remember we spent all night on the Ouija board, going through each girl there, asking if anyone wanted to speak to us. We definitely weren't doing anything correctly, so we probably left a lot of doors open in that spirit realm. Oops.
Whoopsie
From what I
doopsie.
remember, every single one of us had a spot on experience.
Oh.
We were all really close, but we went to different schools, lived in different towns, and had friend groups outside of softball, so we didn't know everything about each other that would prove that it was all fake. That's pretty good, Marcy.
Yeah.
Like to be like, hey, we all have our own different lives.
Yeah.
For example, it called out Sal, one of the girls. When asked who was speaking, it said Lucky. She was like, oh, weird. My uncle's dog is named Lucky, and he passed away when I was a kid. She pulled her hands off the board, and we kept asking questions. We asked if they had a message, and it spelled out, your smile. We asked for more, and it spelled out, lights up room.
That means you're going to be on Dateline.
Oh, no. Her smile just lit up the room. Sal got choked up at this and said her uncle, who had also passed, used to say that her smile lit up the whole room, that it even made the dog happy.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
That's really nice. It was super sweet at the time, but in hindsight, this is super creepy that we contacted a dog.
Honestly,
Still?
cool.
Wait.
I was going to say cool.
Yeah. I want to contact Dudley or Bo and see what's up.
Yeah.
Still, we kept going. this emoji.
Are you doing a face palm?
Yeah, that's it. That's good. Then it spelled my name, Bree. When asked who was there, it said Melissa. I had a cousin, Melissa, who had passed away about 10 years prior. I loved her, but she was older than me, and we weren't that close, so my friends wouldn't have known about that. I took my hands off the board and continued to ask questions. I asked who she's with, and she said her parents' name, Joe and Nancy. I asked her if she had a message, and she said, I love you, Christina, who is my other cousin, who was her best friend.
Oh, my God.
I asked her how she died, and she spelled out Hodgkin's. She died of Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Holy shit.
These are things absolutely no one would know and probably wouldn't know how to spell.
Because my friends are stupid.
It was so surreal. I don't know how I didn't completely freak out or go home. Why did we keep going? Because being dumb teens, I just remember we felt really comforted the whole time and nothing felt insidious.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that is nice. As long as nothing feels.
If you're saving lives and not getting told terrible things, that's great. You know?
That's great.
I'm maybe too hard on Ouija boards.
Yeah, what if Ouija broke up the softball team of spell it bad catcher? What? Melissa, bad catcher. Wait, who said that?
Butt too big for baseball pants.
Why didn't you tell me cut to the girl where her butt is out of the baseball pants?
Truly, just a big crack.
Oh my God. After that, we all just kind of went to bed and never talked about that night again.
Right.
Come on. The weird part is that I felt like for the first few weeks after, I never really thought about it. And when I tried to, I didn't really remember.
Weird.
I didn't have any actual memories of that night.
Why? Weird.
I know. Is it that's too weird.
Too weird.
I know what happened, but I can't really place myself back into that night like I can with other memories. Jesus. That's strange.
Yeah.
After that, I used the Ouija board once with a high school boyfriend and had a similar experience.
Oh.
P-U-T-O-U-T? Put out.
I thought you were reading. Oh,
sorry, no.
Weird.
I was trying to make contact with you through Zoom, which is just me looking at myself, being like, Marcy, here's a bit. Sorry.
S-U-C-K.
Why is this Ouija board telling me to want to touch my boob? Okay, Ouija board. Sorry. Same thing. I don't really remember it. I'm 30 now and wouldn't touch a Ouija board with a 10-foot pole. I even threw away my now husband's board he had in the closet as soon as I moved in with him.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what to think about everything that happened. Any thoughts? Do you think the Ouija board can ever be used for good? We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Or were we talking to a bunch of role-playing demons who are probably still following me around to this day?
Hopefully
I so appreciate
not.
you both and this podcast. Thanks, y'all. And don't shit your pants, Bree. Wow.
I hope you aren't being followed by demons today.
Me too.
That's my hope
That
for
would
you.
suck, dude.
You know, I don't always trust a Ouija board, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time.
To be very honest, this is the first time us talking through this of where I'm like, oh, could they be used for good?
Yeah.
Because I've always been like, no, they're evil. There, no way. Get them out of here. But it's like, could it?
Could it?
But I don't know. Or is it little bad energy?
There are definitely people who do think it's like good divination and like.
Right.
Yeah. I wish I could remember who someone sent me a reel on Instagram of an ad for, or maybe it was a meme for a Jesus board where it was like, only for contacting Jesus, no evil spirits will ever come to you. Only Jesus will speak. If you want to speak to Jesus, pay $29.99 for this Jesus board.
Oh, come on. This is the ultimate demon act.
Only, I was like, yeah, that's how the devil tricks you. That's what the devil would say.
That is so funny.
Jesus board.
Jesus board.
Jesus board.
Jesus, I'm bored.
Oh boy. Should I play a listener story?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Yes.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy and guest and whoever else is there. I have a short, sweet story about a pet, but it does contain a memory of pet loss. So just FYI. My best buddy, Loki, is a big fluffy cat, and he passed away in January of this year. And we used to have a ritual every night. After dinner, I'd go sit in the big leather chair, and he would come and cuddle with me, and we would do it every night after dinner. He'd come over and ask to be held, and we would cuddle on the big chair. So the other night, I just happened to sit in that chair after dinner, and I was looking at my phone, TikTok, don't you know? And I just heard this like gentle but persistent purring on my shoulder. And I have one other cat, a little black cat named Bielka, and I just assumed it was Bielka, even though it didn't really sound like her. So I leaned my head in to rest on her because I just figured she was right there, but I kept leaning and there was no cat there. And I looked all around and she was in the other room, but this purring was so persistent and like the presence was there, you know? And so I just leaned into him because Loki used to like to rub my glasses. So I let him, you know, if he wanted to rub on my glasses, he could do that. And then eventually the purring faded and, you know, it lasted for maybe 5 minutes, but the thing is, it's like either sitting in that chair brought back a somatic memory of him purring, or he visited me and was just happy to see me. And either way, it's like the best kind of magic. So just wanted to share that with y'all. Thanks so much for the podcast. Big fan of everything y'all do. Take care.
I love that. And I love the idea of like, either way, it's great.
Yeah.
Magic, like, just like the dream we heard about of like, whether it's paranormal or, yeah, like scientifically brain stuff, it's cool because you feel good and it made you feel something that made you happy.
Also, there's like something very unmistakable about a cat's purr too. They're like, they vibrate and stuff when they do it, and they're healing. It's very healing. Also, look in I sent you a picture of the cat. The cat is
yes,
so gorgeous. It is.
Oh,
what a
my
gorgeous
gosh.
cat. An actual model.
Oh,
beautiful.
My gosh.
Too beautiful.
I just want to just pet the shit out of that cat. Oh.
So pretty.
Really pretty. Wow.
I love that. A little visit. A little visit.
A little visit. That's so nice.
Give me a little visit.
Just give me a little visit. Do you think you would be able to tell the different purrs between Mama, Buster and Honey?
Well,
I guess Honey never really comes close to you to purr.
Yeah, that would be scary if she did. I can tell the difference between their meows for sure, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But even that, the difference between the meows is big.
They're very different, and Honey has the most distinctive meow. Meow.
Wow.
I'm gonna read another one.
Yes.
Okay. This one says spooky, funny, and kinda gross.
Okay, nasty.
Hey, y'all lovelies. I have a few stories to share, but this one is a bit longer, so I'll just send the one for now.
Nice.
When I was 17, I moved out of my family home and into a house with a few other friends in the student ghetto near the college that I was attending in Gainesville, Florida. There were older homes and landlords, at least ours. Also, isn't Gainesville, is that where Ted Bundy killed people? Right?
I think so.
Yikes.
Yes.
Yikes.
And Gatorade came out of, right?
And who?
Gatorade.
Gatorade. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well,
Hey, all right. Cool.
a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. Murderers and Gatorade.
Murders and Gatorade, what you do, you know?
There were older homes, and the landlords, at least ours, didn't do a lot to keep them up. Can't say I blame them with a bunch of late teens, early 20s folks inhabiting them. But
Dude,
I know.
we destroyed our apartments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember one time my friend Jeff was doing the worm and just kicked a huge hole into our wall.
Oh, I mean, sometimes.
And then at the end of the year, we're like, I don't know, what do we do? And then it was just kind of like, the landlord was even just like, oh, I'll fix it, whatever.
I'll fix it. No one's getting their deposit back. Goodbye.
Yeah. Like, yep, okay.
Okay. But I wish ours had done a bit more. See, the legend has it, and by legend, I mean the longtime neighbors, that the previous residents of the house were an older married couple from Russia. The husband had died at some point, and the wife was left alone while going through possibly dementia. And she was convinced that the KGB were coming to take her back to Russia. So she got a couple of guard dogs and became housebound, rarely leaving her home.
Oh my God.
Eventually she died in the home, but no one knew. And she laid there until the smell alerted the neighbors. Oh, but their guard dogs didn't eat her? That's nice. That's good.
You think
right?
they ate just like the eyes or something?
I don't think they did. I think they were guarding her.
Oh, that's so nice.
And they found all their food and ate that instead.
That's delightful.
And they shit all over the house. But other than that, they were great.
Other than that,
They lived very good lives afterwards.
yeah.
Okay. When we moved in, there was a roughly body-shaped stain soaked into the wood floor. I guess.
No.
I guess.
No way.
I guess Pine Sol and bleach can only do so much. And 100% God's honest truth, the door to my bedroom still had the tooth and claw marks from the guard dogs that had chewed their way out. And that's where she kept them. I don't know if they ate her, but one assumes, okay, well, we're ruining my fantasy. So, anywho.
My jaw is to the floor.
Horrified.
This is blowing my mind.
Horrified. Anywho, my roommates and I were into the spooky shit, so we regularly played with the Ouija board. We never made contact with the woman before us, but there were several instances of this recurring visitation with someone we called the kid. And it started off kind of normal, but over time there was a shift in the tone. It became aggressive and malicious in a way.
Oh, no.
One day we were putzing around with the board and our friend Katie was hanging out. She wants to see what we've been talking about the last month or two. She wants to see what we've been talking about the last month or two and keeps pushing to contact the kid. So we do. Katie wants more info from him and keeps at it, even though the responses are more and more hostile. Eventually, we hear a big crash from the kitchen and go see what it was. The door of the oven had flown off and hit the opposite wall. Oh my God.
What?
We stopped for the day and ate way too much Ben & Jerry's. Holy moly. You had to soothe yourself. I get it.
Gotta soothe yourself. Wow. What?
What if you're like, landlord, there's a ghost there. I didn't do that. The ghost did the worm.
Why would I even think? Yeah, the ghost did the worm right into the oven. Kicked it off.
Oh boy. We also took a pause on the Ouija in general for a month or so. One night, some of us decided to partake in some shrooms and go up into the attic and use the board. Great idea.
Wow.
Hey, it was the early 90s. That's what you did. The house had one of those attic accesses where you pull down on a panel and the staircase slides down. Yeah.
Yes.
Very familiar.
Yeah.
We were going up while our friends were closing the access behind us. Oh my God, don't do that.
No, leave it open.
And we see something in the candlelight. Remember 90s, no cell phone lights. Rather large coming out of the darkness at us. We start yelling and hollering to let us back down. We go back down and our friends peek their heads in. There's nothing. They laugh at us and tell us we're tripping. We believe them and calm down and go back up, and the same thing happens again. Repeat scenario of screaming and whatnot. And again, when the friends look, nada. Now, my brain is peaked. We go up a third time, and as they close the access, I stay to see what happens. I'm not brave, just high as fuck. Basically, what was happening is that someone had used a big bag, picture a large potato sack the size of a boxing bag, full of whatever, as a pulley system to counterweight the access door.
Funny.
When the door was down, the bag was up. And when the door went up, the bag came down. Mystery solved. Except what was in the bag? Was it the kid? Judah. Them, they. Judah.
Wow. Fun.
Oh, boy. That's, yeah. So spooky, though, to live in a house where someone died and then to see, like, even if it's not real, like the shadow. Ooh, too scary.
All of it too scary. To live in a house with, like, an attic like that, too scary. Too dang scary.
Yeah. No thanks. No
The
thanky thanks.
kid. Wow.
The kid. I want to see the kid. Nope. I don't want to see the kid.
I don't want to see the kid.
Because I'm not a freak begging for trouble.
Yeah, come on. Jeez. Okay, I got one.
All right.
Grandma alien visit.
Uh-oh. Grandma alien. I'm so curious. What do you think it is? Do you think Grandma is an alien and visited, or Grandma had an alien visit?
Oh, I thought Grandma was an alien.
Yeah, that's what I hope.
But I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, guys. I love the podcast. I found it during the middle of tax season. I'm a CPA and played your podcast while I was doing taxes.
Oh, cool.
Sometimes late into the night, you all kept me company. Oh, that's nice.
That's amazing that you can crunch numbers and listen.
Those
people
wild.
got audited.
And all of them got audited, dude. Okay, jumping in. I just finished listening to your recent episode with the listener stories about aliens and how aliens showed up on the military base, and it was as if their memory had been erased and no one could remember. Okay, so I have a story very similar to that. Ooh. My great-grandma and my grandmother saw a UFO. Oh. Keep in mind while you're reading this that both my grandmother and my great-grandmother were God-fearing church ladies. They were not known to believe in this kind of stuff and definitely not known to lie. So the way my grandmother tells it, it was probably sometime in the 90s, and her and my grandmother were coming... great-grandmother, were coming home from grocery shopping kind of in the middle of the afternoon on a summer day. My great-grandma's house is in the country, so there were no other houses around, just fields, and she said that they pulled into the driveway and drove up to the house and that they saw a UFO. It was round and silvery, and it was pretty large, and it had windows kind of going all the way around it. She said that they just sat there in the car and they watched it for a few minutes and said nothing and didn't react in any way. They just calmly sat in the car and watched it, and then it just flew off straight up into the sky. Wow. And after that, they just went about their business. They got out of the car and unloaded the groceries and just went about their day. And it wasn't until like the next day or the day after that my grandmother suddenly remembered, and she looked at my great-grandmother and was like, "Wait a minute. Did you see the spaceship here when we came home from the grocery store?" And my great-grandmother was like, "Oh, yeah, actually I did. I didn't even think about it until now." So yeah, it was like their memory was wiped out about the whole incident. The story has stuck with me for a long time because knowing my late great grandmother and my grandmother, I know that this was not something they would just make up to tell the kids. I truly believe the story and frequently get my grandmother to retell it to me because it's just fascinating. Anyways, that is basically the only thing that has ever happened to me. Well, actually, it didn't even happen to me. It happened to my grandma. I hope you liked the story, and sorry for the grammar. I'm using voice to text. Don't shit your pants, Carly. Wow.
Oh, their grammar or their grandma?
Hey, that's good. Sorry for my grandma.
Sorry for my grandma. She's
Wow.
all UFO. That's so wild too to be like, yeah, and then we completely forgot about it.
Yeah. Yeah, like
A
and
common
to just be like,
thing.
we're looking, taking it in, and being like, okay, let's continue with our like, what is that?
Yeah. Whoa.
Wow, that is wild. That's cool, man.
Thank
Grandmas.
Yeah, thank God they did remember.
I know, right?
Man, if they could forget that, what else could happen? Oh no, don't go down the rabbit hole.
I know, that is wild to think about. Like, do you think we've seen stuff and we don't remember it?
Sure.
Really?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I've seen plenty of movies and stuff that I don't.
I mean, we on this podcast have experienced so many times.
Oh yeah, what am I being blown away by? That?
Yeah, we literally do it at least.
I bet we've probably hung out and seen like the craziest shit and been like, well, see you at our improv show.
It's true. Yeah, we'll remember a callback or a second beat, but an alien, no.
Never ever.
Oh man, these were fun. Also, guys, never ask permission. You just send us your stories. We want them.
Just send them in. We want them bad, dude.
Yeah, never have to ask permission.
No. Never ever.
Never
send them
ever.
in. Keep them coming.
We
will.
Them. Now, I will say if you've already sent them in any form, don't send it in a different way. You can bump your original email by searching funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com in your own. That way we can know for reading it twice. We've had that a couple times this episode specifically. So that's all. Just help me produce a podcast.
Help Marcy help you get your story out.
Yes, help you get your story.
Get your story out. Wow.
But yeah, keep them coming. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.